Welcome. If you're watching this, I am dead. Or at least I should be. Sorry to be so dark, but this started as a creative outlet as well as a way to build a lasting history online, as I don't tend to typically post on my socials. If anything were to happen, this is the place I can come to. I think it's good, and my close ones appreciate it. I was telling my sister about it because my friends don't even know what degrassi is, and I've been trying to make her watch that show since we were kids. Still hasn't happened, by the way. Which brings me to my next point. If you were waiting for more degrassi content, my bad for giving that impression, and honestly, who knows if I will even post the other videos that I have yet to record. It sucks that the community is so underserved that I'm getting subs because of that, which also takes this as your sign to start posting if you were thinking about it. I've heard a lot of people complain that social media is dead and leaving YouTube and other apps because they're not getting enough engagement or struggling to grow. And I've seen plenty of new creators just starting to come up. I think people are just gravitating towards different style of content and are tired of the marketing. They just want real people and not creators. Not saying that is easy by any means. Honestly, I see many creators that are extremely talented and post amazing content with hardly any followers compared to others whose quality is lower, and it saddens me a bit. But there's room for everyone, I feel like. Although doing it for fame and money is probably not the best, which might be the reason why people struggle. Now that I think about it, I might not be the best person for this topic, because I clearly have other motivations with social media. I don't know if because of how long I've been on the internet, but it's clearly more common to post seeking monetary gain than to just have a digital record or even connection. Maybe it's because the next generation grew up with influencers already being a thing, and the first interaction with social media was probably through them that their perspective is skewed. Because quite frankly, I've only seen that projection coming from that age group, and I find it interesting how often that seems to happen. And they're the biggest consumers of social media currently, only because they have more time, not because they're more, although maybe I haven't checked the statistics to be honest, maybe I should. And it's kind of cool that we have reached a point where they are already creators themselves. Like, even my real life people know how tired I am because my algorithms keep pushing me minors to my feed just because there's so much crossover on topics and audience. Part of me finds it extremely concerning considering how many they are, because I think it's harmful for many reasons, not only because the creators themselves, but for their audience. There was a whole scandal with a creator are rooted in a misunderstanding and misinformation, and it's so scary how nowadays everyone just takes things at face value and don't do any research, because there were so many comments under the video admitting that they didn't watch the original video and believe everything Coco Crazy said despite being a total lie. I was shocked when I watched Clarada's video and I realized that it was not at all how it was portrayed in the commentary, and it was a blatant misrepresentation of what she said. And I hope that it was not intentional and only a slight mishap because of her age. And I didn't know she was a kid at first, but honestly, I should have. I think it's pretty obvious, and when I find out, it make perfect sense. But it doesn't make it any less problematic or worthy of criticism, because I think that's the only way that one can grow. Still, it's kind of nice because at least there's hope. A lot of knowledge comes from experience, so there's still room for them. And I do hope that, yeah, she eventually realizes, which she probably will, because the fact that she makes these videos is proof that she cares. O sea, al menos en parte, ¿verdad? So yeah, anyway, thank you if you watch this. And yeah, bye.